What exactly are we talking about?
Politics.
Sports.
Education.
We'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We talk, you listen.
Big's Golf Talk.
Well, here you all are, waiting to hear my broadcast. How very nice of you.
Big's Golf Talk.
America is talking.
Talking and yakety yak.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's all about talk.
A place for information, advice, golf news, golf reviews, and of course, golf humor.
Do you know who this is?
Big's Golf Talk.
Comes highly recommended. You're going to feel better if you talk to him.
That's the fact, Jack.
Now we'll talk.
Big's Golf Talk is presented by Tour Edge Golf, golf's most solid investment. Pound for pound, nothing comes close. BGT is also sponsored in part by The Distance Shoe, Squares Shoes, proof, not promise. Anson Belt and Buckle, premium belts for everyday use. AnsonBelt.com. Encore Golf, golfknickers.com, The Claw Glove by Caddy Daddy, Photo Ball Marker, and UFO Tour Golf. Connect with Big's Golf Talk on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Big's Golf Talk. Subscribe with us on YouTube and iTunes, Amazon Music, and the Google Play Music Store. We're also available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. Our website is www.bigsgolftalk.net or .com, BIGGS golftalk.net or .com. I am Big John Quick. He is the golf father. Bill Quavers will bring Amanda in just a little bit. In the beginning of the show, you guys seen a still photo of a close friend of ours, not just a sponsor of our show, but we consider him a really good friend. And we just got word yesterday, or this week rather, that his wife passed away. Now, it was the lady that you've seen in the photo. So we're dedicating the show to Frankie Clave. And I know, Bill, you have a message for John, as I do. And John Clave came to Tour Edge Golf several years ago and essentially threw Tour Edge way up on a mountain.
Higher than we ever thought humanly possible.
Company on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And, pros of all likes and legends and, are playing Tour Edge clubs. Mm-hmm. I truly believe in this company, Tour Edge, and so does John Clave, and that's why he works there. John Clave certainly could have chosen many, many different companies to work for, but he chose, and Tour Edge chose him. And certainly the perfect fit. When Bill and I met John Clave, and at one point it's emails, right? When in the media business, we get tons and tons of emails from marketing people and PR firms and stuff like that. And we used to work with a young lady at Tour Edge, who saw a wonderful, wonderful woman. She moved on to bigger and better things for herself in her own business and things like that. And they got John Clave, and when we started talking to John Clave, and then we actually met the man in person at the Tour Edge headquarters. Yep. Bill and I walked out of there like we were so impressed with this guy. Mm-hmm. And then as the years go on, we got to know him more and more at the Tour Edge events in Florida, in Orlando. And certainly the moment for me was my wife and I were at the airport, and he was sitting there alone, enjoying a drink, waiting for his flight. And we wound up being at the same restaurant, same eatery, whatever the case might be. And I wanted to thank him in some sort of way. So I told his server to please make sure I get the bill. Whatever he's having, drinks, eats, whatever the case might be, please give me the bill. And I did. I paid for the bill. But, I seen a different side of a man, and we became friends. More friends than our business relationship. For him to be courage enough to send us that note about his wife showed me how much of a friend he is to me and to us. I just want to tell John I may be in New Mexico, but if there's anything you need from me, anything I could do for you and your family, she was young. She was young, and she passed away on Easter Day. And we are men of faith, and we certainly are praying for you. But just know that you're just not a business person and relationship for Big's Golf Talk. You're our friend first and foremost. John Claffey, our prayers, our condolences are with you, and whatever you need from us personally, we are here for you. Bill, I know you had something to say.
No, you covered most of it. I've known John for a while. We got to meet his wife at Torridge when we had lunch over there with them and stuff like that. And you never understand the impact people are going to have. And John has embraced us, and he's stuck with us and done everything, for the last several years. We believed in what he was doing and how he was doing it. He was thinking outside the box for Torridge, which propelled him to different heights and stuff like that. But that email, I read that email, and so many thoughts run through your head. God's
we both were on the phone with each other when that email
we were on the
came
phone.
through.
Exactly.
And we're both like, we were numb. I mean, I was floored.
It's like to have somebody so young that wants to live and is doing amazing things, to have their life cut short because the Lord wanted them back. Like I put in my email, heaven got another angel. I'm just really conflicted about it with everything.
I am too. It's like, how many angels do you need? I'm sorry. I mean, it's we've been hearing about so many good people being taken from us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I just
with everything going on in this world, we
could certainly use some angels here on Earth itself.
Yeah, we need more good people. So our hearts go out to you, John, man. We're really feeling it, and this show is dedicated to her and you and the Torridge family, because the Torridge family took a hit, and we are part of the Torridge family. So we're going to keep you guys in our prayers, and this is gonna. I don't know. I don't know how you get over stuff like this, but we're going to be praying for you, man.
Absolutely. All right, let's bring on our third player here to tee up on number one here on Big's Golf Talk. As Bill said, this show is in memory of Frankie Clave. So, Amanda, the Golf Diva Censor, joining us here on Big's Golf Talk. Amanda, I know you were in the background listening about the loss of John Claffey's wife. I don't know if you ever had the pleasure of meeting John Claffey in person at the PGA show or not. Stopping at the Tour Edge booth or anything like that. But I don't know if you have anything to say about it.
I just think, we have been losing a lot of wonderful people lately. It seems, I don't know, it just seems more and more clustered, but condolences to the family. And that's got to be so hard. You're the person that you think you're going to be able to spend your life with and forever, and is taken kind of abruptly. So my just prayers for the family. And obviously we are here for them if they need anything.
She has so much energy in her face.
Yes. And that's how she was when we met her.
Yeah.
I mean, and we didn't even know who she was when we first met her. You know what I mean? And so it's something, man. We've unfortunately experienced with our friends a lot of unexpected death, and senseless. Shouldn't happen for a lot of people. This was it's crazy, the way it happened for him and stuff like that, and to be there and have to experience that. So we love you, John. We're here for you regardless of whatever. And it's gonna be.
And we're not going to give out the reason of her death, and that's personal to them. But I will say this: it was sudden, but it had nothing to do with an accident.
No, very sudden.
Yeah,
very sudden and very unique. So
yes,
I'm a firm believer when the Lord wants you, man, He's going to take you. You got guys that get shot, in the head and stabbed and all kind of, and they just survive and survive and survive. And then you have these things unexpectedly that just turn somebody's life upside down. So it's difficult.
The other thing I want to talk about in this thing is, Bill and I kind of touched on, and kind of just a spin-off of what we were just talking about at that email. An email like that can trigger so many thoughts and so many feelings, and feelings of depression, feelings of why, feelings of, doubt. And I don't know if I could speak for Bill, but for me, it kicked in a lot of depression. It kicked in, the whole day yesterday was in my mind, my thoughts, my, the whys, is there really a God? Why would he do something like this? All that doubt that we talk about in our faith and everything else. When you see something like that, you're like, are we living on hell? Is this hell on earth? I mean, is this the actual hell that we live in, that we read about in the Bible? And, and the Lord just picks his angels not to suffer anymore on this hell or whatever, and takes them with him. And, just so many mixed emotions, Bill. And yet that email kicked in so much, especially what I'm going through personally in my life. I just doubt on my status on this earth,
Yeah, no. I mean, I have a different situation, and it made me angry and bitter because you have people out there that don't value their own lives and try to do things and that doesn't make sense. And then you have somebody that's just taken. And so, yeah, I had my battles with it. I did. I mean, last night, today, this morning, I've been battling with it because, it's my everyday life now, trying to get past what I'm going through. And then that happens. And it makes me have these memories all over again. People that don't appreciate life for what it has and what it is and what it can be. So, yeah, no, I get it. And I get the turmoil, and we don't understand, but it's not our place to understand. We can only hope that when it's time, we get to go up there. You know what I mean? This place seems like a hell for a lot of us. And, we just got to keep pushing through, man. Got to push, and hope for the best, man. Because tomorrow's not promised. We talk about it all the time. It's not promised, man. We got to live for today and live for the people who want to be in our lives, not the people that want to come in and out. Live for today, man. If you don't, you're going to be miserable today, tomorrow, and every day after. Be happy. Find a way to find happiness and do what you got to do and move on, man.
Yep. Amanda, you don't look like you're in your normal spot. Your hair looks a little lighter.
That could be because my dark roots are coming through. So
they're coming through.
They're coming through. No, I am in California for a little while. I'm working a ton of events. So luckily I have family here that I'm able to stay with and able to kind of not pay a hotel bill for all of these events and get to hang out with them as well. So luckily they also run a business from their house. So I have an office to work out of. It's really nice. Yeah. So I'm in my grandpa's office, hence why there's like taxidermy, like ducks and quail and all kinds of stuff on the walls. I know, right? No, we have hunting and airplanes and construction stuff.
Golf is like hunting.
Yeah, right. I know.
You're hunting your golf ball. Yeah, exactly.
We're hunting, so I don't know. We'll see. But at least we're in a safe location.
Yeah, last week, Amanda, Bill and I were talking about the Masters, and Scotty Scheffler definitely put on a show for everybody, and he made it look so easy, but everyone behind him had a hard time, and Rory McIlroy having a miracle round, just not enough holes to catch up. to one Scotty Scheffler, but Scotty really
I just
took on the challenge of Augusta National on a rough 4 days of golf and weather. So
oh yeah, and Scotty he blows me away because I guest predict on the tour for a buddy of mine that does predictions in the golf world, and I've done it a couple times this year so far, and every single time after the Waste Management, I picked Scotty to be my player to fade because I truly believed that it's very rare to see a Scotty do what he's done so young and to go out and win and not be so overwhelmed by that and fall off.
Well,
and every time he's like, suck it, Amanda, because you keep picking me and I'm just going to keep winning. So, it's pretty cool to watch. I'm so happy for him. And man, what a life-changing year for him.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we're talking about. The fact that, he is a faith man. And fortunately, social media and the media covered that he is a man of God and stuff like that. But then you also had the skeptics, or whatever they want to be called, that decided to criticize
keyboard warriors. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, somebody's opinion matters.
They want to try and taint.
You're doing well when you have haters. So that's what I always
know what bothered me the most, though, that one of the haters talked about, being bullied all this time in social media and everything else, and then goes and says, his thing is tainted because he 4-putted. Who cares? He still won the Masters.
Yeah,
I'll give you an example. Amanda's absolutely right. If you have a hater, you're absolutely doing something correct. And I'll give you an example in the umpiring world. I have a guy here in New Mexico. I never met the guy. The guy has never worked for me. I've never worked with him at all. But all over social media, he thinks he knows my life. He thinks he knows me. He thinks he knows how I work. He thinks he knows how I operate business. And in the same token, he's doing all this trash talking about me and trying to bunch it up, right? And then he's showing pictures of himself with painted crosses on his cheeks and talk about how he's a man of faith.
Right.
Well, I think envy is somewhere along that chain of your bad. It is
very true, and I think I've always been a believer. I'm not saying that it's not hard sometimes to look past the hate and to the naysayers, but
it's difficult to not respond.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Certainly, I want to respond to him and say, "Hey, you want to meet in the parking lot someplace? You want to say something to my face?
Right? Come talk to me.
Yeah, come talk to me."
It's difficult, and I will say, but what I've always done, we've had trolls on the internet that have got after us during Q school. A lot of the girls saying, you'll never make it, blah blah blah. Right. Like we have that, but while it is very hard, you just have to use that as fuel and say, you know what, no one would even be paying attention to me if they didn't like or see something that they were trying to accomplish. So
they see some success that they don't have.
Right.
Well, so that's like the person that goes on social media and posts about everybody else being a narcissist and everybody wants to do this. And then, but you know what? They're the only ones that are posting it. So if you're the only one posting about how everybody else is narcissist, this terrible person, this, is there something wrong with that? And then
posting in your windows or whatever the case might be,
come on, man.
I haven't posted anything about my personal life, and my personal life's in shambles. But I haven't posted anything about it.
Get to the back of the line. Get to the back of the line, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you want to talk about shambles, but
those people you just got to use as kind of fuel and move forward and be happy that somebody's paying attention to you.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't want other people to be happy. They want you to be miserable just like them. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to be miserable just like everybody else. That's not what it is. You know what I mean? It's not like God didn't put us on this earth to be miserable. Live. That's all you got to do is live. Get out and live. Be happy, man. Go out and golf. Golf is tranquil, man. It's one of the most tranquil things you can do.
I was just going to say, find something. If it's golf, get out there and golf. And I will also say this. If you're going through something in your life personally or even professionally, whatever case might be, that is not making you feel the same person you've been in the past, pick up a phone, call a crisis hotline. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. I'm going to tell you right now, I did it. And it was the best thing I ever did. I've always been that cocky son of a bitch that said, I don't need help. I could do this on my own. I don't need to talk to anybody about my problems. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. And I know, Bill, in the last few years, you felt that same way that, screw that. I don't need to talk to no shrink. I don't need to talk to no therapist or anything like that.
Best thing I ever got proven wrong, bro.
The best thing that ever happened to me was I picked up that phone one Wednesday morning. The NMAA posted a phone number on social media, and I said, what have I got to lose? I'm already at the bottom right now. What have I got to lose? I picked up that phone, and I made that call, and now I'm getting therapy once a week. And I'll tell you what, folks, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me in 20-something years.
Well, and also people think that therapy is only if you have a crisis going on in your life.
That's like when we pray.
It's actually very, very healthy for anyone and everyone just to keep that level of inner peace and calmness. And, I don't know. I think for so many years it was a taboo to ever talk about or whatnot. And
I love my therapist.
I have a psychology background, so I am obviously a huge believer in that world.
Wait a minute. We could talk to you about our problems?
I charge way too much.
We don't get an employee discount.
Yeah, right. Friends and family, right?
Friends and family, man. Wow.
Yeah, no, but I'm with Biggs. It's hard because a lot of us just think we're strong enough. Oh, we're weak if we ask for help.
What's weak is not doing it. That's what's weak.
Yeah.
Weak is not.
In the umpire world, when we're educating and teaching and everything else, I know we got to go to a break. Shut up. I'll get there in a minute. But the one thing that we say in the umpire world, when we train and teach, no question is too question. No question is too stupid, right? It's not asking that question is the stupid part.
Right. And then not knowing. Right.
Right.
Yep. 100%.
All right. More Biggs Golf Talk coming your way. Coming up next, Uncensored with Amanda is back. And would be nice to find out what she has on her docket from California right here on Biggs Golf Talk. We'll be right back.